Keith, are you?
Chris.
See, you playing. You playing. You play too much. You play too much to be so grown.
To be so grown.
Do not hype him up.
So
To
grown.
be so grown, you play so much.
He's grown.
It's time for discussion, sir.
It is. This morning's discussion has to do with tithing. Tithing.
Tithing.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel like tithing is essential, and do you feel like tithing has been manipulated in today?
Can I go first?
Yes, Alicia, you can go first.
Man with the money. No, for real, but one, I do feel like tithing is essential. Being that like it says in the Bible that we're supposed to give God his 10%. You know, you can't receive if you don't give, basically. And then in other cases, I really feel like some pastors, not all pastors, but some pastors do manipulate their system because they use it in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I guess, to benefit them in a sense. Like pastors who have 4 offerings, like what's the purpose?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I really feel like it's more of a personal thing rather than something that benefits the whole congregation and goes toward the church and stuff like that.
Man, that's a good subject. Well, when I think of tithing, I think of the building up of the kingdom. How can we always want to move for God, but we can't pour out for Him? Because churches aren't just going to be standing just because. We have to give into it. And when it comes to, sometimes I do think it's manipulated. You see pastors saying, oh, if you give 100, God will bless you right now. Well, he's already going to bless me.
Okay.
He's already got my name written down because I've sown to him, not only with my money, but with my actions. Because sometimes there's been times where I didn't have no money in my pocket and I had to give in other ways. So he looks at that as this is my tithe to you until I'm able to give more to you.
What do you think, Rob?
But yeah, I believe it's essential, and I feel like it's manipulated because I used to be salary being a musician at the church, and I stopped paying my tithes for some reason, and the pastor came to me and she was like, Robert, why you stop paying your tithes? Because I was like, it was just some things going on in my life. I felt like God was like transitioning me to another place, and she was just downballing me, talking about you need to pay your tithes. But I just feel like it's just like a personal relationship. It does not have to deal with nothing with you having a relationship between the pastors. So that's my meaning of it.
What do you think, Carice?
Well, we're going to ask our callers what they think. Not every question needs to be answered by everybody.
All right.
So
Okay.
I won't be answering that one this morning. What you say?
A lot of funny going
Why you don't want to
What
answer
you
the
mean?
question?
You don't want to answer.
Because, I don't want to sound ignorant.
Well,
Carice,
everyone has a different viewpoint.
there's no wrong
Right,
answer.
it's no wrong answer.
It's a discussion
Yeah.
question.
It's a discussion question.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
What do I think?
Yes.
What do I
If
think?
you tell me what you think, I'll tell you what I think.
You
I
can
believe,
say what you
I
think
believe it's in
anyway.
the heart.
Yeah.
I don't think that people should be forced to give a 10%.
Mhm.
I believe that it's in the heart.
Okay.
If Jesus lays it on your heart to give a certain amount, give that certain amount. You shouldn't have to every week give that 10% just because then it's not cheerful giving, then it's forceful giving.
No, so that's good right there.
Right. But it is in the Bible, a little 10%, just
Right.
to let y'all know. You give from your heart if you don't have it.
So
but
if you have
get that little 10.
well, since Minister Myron Butler's in the studio, would you like to chime in on the discussion question? We're going to let him chime in on the discussion.
Come on, chime in.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you all for letting me come on. I do think that I agree with what you all said in that I believe tithing is essential. When you go to a restaurant and you go to and you eat and you leave a tip. All right, and a tithe is not a tip, but the tip is an appreciation in appreciation for what you received. And I think it's not necessarily looking at it as I have to begrudgingly give this amount and I'm forced to give this amount and it's a dogmatic type of thing. It's because of what God is giving you. If you're serving at a church or if you go to a church and you're being fed by the pastor or by the word that's at that church, then as a result of that, it is you giving back. You giving back to God. And then it's also saying, God, whatever I got this week, whatever I got this month, who blessed me to get it? You did. And so at that point, this is my appreciation. This is the tithe, the tenth that I'm giving back to you. And the tithe represents the whole. Our pastor teaches us, I'd rather have a blessed 90 than a cursed 100.
My God.
And I'm a little old school, a little old fashioned, so everybody doesn't have to agree with this. But I was brought up under the understanding that even if the pastor or the trustee board or whoever took the church money and did whatever they wanted to do with it, bought a Bentley, bought some Gucci shoes, whatever it's not on me because I gave with a pure heart. The pastor or someone else manipulated, but God is still going to bless me because of the way and the heart and the motive that I gave. Now, whatever they did with it, they're gonna have to pay. They're gonna have to give an account for that. But God is going to bless you because of your heart and your commitment to honor Him with everything that you have.